take? 1, 2, 3. What does it take? Again. What does it take? Hello. Thank you and good morning. Thank you for coming and joining together with Ohio Friends of Public Education. We're standing up today and we're speaking out on the steps of Ohio Statehouse together as a community of concerned citizens, students, children, parents, and taxpayers. We are here today to say that 4 teachers from Dayton, Ohio, who take care of and protect our children by telling the truth, are not to be punished. These teachers are our heroes. Every parent takes their child to school every day and watches as they walk out of their, shut the car door and walk up through those schoolhouse doors. We expect our kids to be protected and cared for and, yes, educated to the best of the professional's ability. It's every parent's worst nightmare to have their child come under harm's way. These teachers are our heroes. Thank you, whistleblowers. And just to be perfectly clear, we're not just here about one school, although those criminal allegations are serious and horrific. We're here to demand, it is time, it is overdue, strict oversight and accountability for Ohio's unregulated, for-profit charter school industry that graduates only 35% of our children each year. Our state, allowing for some effective charter schools, we're talking about the whole picture. We're talking about the whole umbrella. Our state governor and our legislature is feeding a failed industry and starving a public school system that graduates 2.5 times the unregulated charter school for-profit industry. There's something wrong with that equation. And so what does it take? We're here to ask that question. What does it take to get this right? What does it take to say enough to Ohio's unregulated charter school industry? In fact, the National Association of Charter School Authorizers has labeled Ohio as the wild, wild west of charter schools in the nation. In the Plain Dealer, the director, Alex Medler, has said Ohio's out of control. It's a free-for-all. Ohio is exempt from 200 state accountability laws that our public schools must adhere to. It's time to end the free-for-all and write laws that hold our for-profit charter school industry accountable for every dollar and every cent. We're also here to say, what does it take for our governor to stand up and say 87% of our charter school students are attending a charter school with the state report card of a D or F? That's a failed choice. That's an empty choice. That's an empty promise for Ohio's school children, and it's cheating and robbing the taxpayers of the state of Ohio of $1 billion a year of our hard-earned money. Every other day we pick up the newspaper. We read about the ongoing FBI investigation of 19 concept charter schools, including some schools in Columbus. Indictments on bribery charges of 4 Arise Academy superintendent and school board members in Dayton. A record 17 Columbus charter schools closed last year for health and financial. Kids served McDonald's for lunch because there wasn't a cafeteria in operation. Kids turned out in the cold, a revolving door to go knocking back on their public school's door, losing instructional time, losing community building time. This not only harms our children's education, it's emotionally damaging to them as well. The list goes on and on. After 20 years, there is a mountain of data that proves turning a profit has turned into an empty promise for our kids. In fact, and giving for-profit charter operators a free pass on over 200 state laws, we are flushing almost $8 billion of our hard-earned tax dollars down the drain into failing schools for our kids, while Ohio's charter school operators like David Brennan and William Lager collect multi-million-dollar salaries and build their bank accounts. We should be building children's educational opportunities, their character, their ability for secure and successful futures, not funding multimillionaires' bank accounts. And finally, before we get to our heroes, our teachers, our students, our state representatives today, what does it take in a state that calls itself the heart of it all? Ohio, the heart of it all. What does it take for Governor Kasich to have a heart-to-heart talk with our state superintendent, Dick Ross, and say, these teacher whistleblowers are heroes, not criminals. Drop the charges. Don't file the charges. Let our teachers go to protect and instruct and take care of our children. These teachers are doing what every parent wants the teachers who are caring for their kids to do. Listen to them. Respect them. They've opened up a Pandora's box at huge risk to themselves. They've talked about allegations where kids are being harmed by racial slurs, not only taught but paid to cheat by administrators on state tests. Kids as young as 6th grade are unsupervised, engaging in sexual misconduct unreported to parents. Attendance rigging running rampant. Yes, people are innocent until proven guilty in our democracy, but in Columbus public schools or Toledo public schools or Cincinnati public schools, these administrators would have been faster than your heads could spin, put on unpaid leave while these charges are being investigated. Instead of stepping up and using his gubernatorial authority to govern to the limits of the law and demand a statewide investigation of all 19 concept schools, Governor Kasich has gone on record sanctioning a limited investigation to just one school and given Dick Ross a huge pat on the back for going after and punishing the teachers who put the safety and well-being of our students first. And now, it is my honor to introduce Mary Addy.